Hey Dhar Mann fam, hey Dhar Mann fam. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
He sees you as dollar signs, not as people.
I've gotten a lot of requests to make a video about Dhar Mann. The role of Dhar Mann, the YouTube sensation who has captured the hearts of millions with his touching and relatable, sometimes cringe story videos. But behind the scenes, a storm is brewing.
We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues.
The actors who brought his vision to life are speaking out.
Chaz, what are you protesting?
Well, I'm protesting the fact that this man won't talk to us.
Claiming they're being underpaid for their work and protesting that he's not changing lives, but he's ruining them.
Not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent.
$33 to $44 an hour. That's not enough.
People should be aware of why we are protesting.
I think that his reputation is going to be tarnished now, and that's his own fault.
If you want to keep threatening to sue me, guess what, dude? I really love playing chess.
There are just basic elements to running a motion picture company that are not being met.
It's unfair. It's unfair to treat the people who have helped you build such a huge brand with such disrespect.
Do I feel there should be like an increase in pay? Yes, 100%.
He's gonna try to throw us under the bus now. Game on, dude. Game on.
And even if you're struggling now, your story is your superpower.
The culture that he likes to keep there is he's up here and everyone else is down here.
Dhar Mann is a massive creator with over 17 million subscribers over on YouTube, 15 million on TikTok, and a massive 29 million on Facebook. And over all of his accounts, he has about 40 billion plus views. But before Dhar Mann had an online media empire, he was a real estate agent, a luxury car renter, and also had a weed business.
Together, you and I can make a difference in the medical marijuana industry.
But I'm not going to talk about how Dhar Mann got sentenced to 5 years probation for defrauding the city of Oakland. Today we're going to talk about how the well-known actors on his channel have been protesting for a couple of weeks now.
Is fired because that's kind of what happens on this show. A lot of people have been fired previously for speaking out and asking questions, and that's why we decided to come together as a collective and make our voices heard. But that seems to have not worked. But we're still here, we're talking. You know, we're just taking it sort of moment by moment, day by day, seeing what's going to happen.
If you're familiar with Dhar Mann, you may recognize some familiar characters. Well, it seems like for quite some time, these actors have wanted to voice their concerns about their working conditions.
I'm protesting a professional work environment. Let me take these off. And safety.
Among other things.
Apparently, one of the directors had asked for another meeting regarding safety issues or concerns. So we think that it was fired for once again asking for a meeting, which is insane.
But since the actors are freelance workers, they don't receive benefits, and apparently they don't receive Dhar Mann's respect. Because when they suggested to have a meeting to voice their concerns, he ignored them.
That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here.
Went skiing in Aspen.
So Chaz and Colin show up to the meeting and Dhar is not there. He doesn't show up. Apparently, he went skiing in Aspen.
And this is exactly when the protest began. February 2023. Dhar Mann from Dhar Mann Studio actors are protesting unfair working conditions and wages. What happens in the dark always comes to light.
Are upset with the way we've been treated here at Dhar. We asked for a meeting, and we were told that we would not be given a meeting after being kind of just ultimately disregarded, and for us that was too far, so we're out here protesting. Right, guys? Yeah!
If you've been on a Dhar Mann video recently, you may have seen that all of the comments are exactly the same. They're using his words against him. Most people are saying the exact same thing. What happens in the dark always comes to light.
What happens in the dark will always come to light.
What happens in the dark always comes to light.
What happens in the dark
Always comes to light.
Dhar Mann getting called out by his actors is not how I expected 2023 to go. What happens in the dark always comes to light. They even took to TikTok Live to voice their concerns and highlight some of the issues that they went through.
And I was very vocal about it to crew members. I was vocal about it to directors. I was vocal about it to cast members. And I said, listen, we're not being treated well. I don't believe Dhar is a good guy. And if I'm going to continue working here, then things need to change.
The person that was just speaking was Maya Maroney. You might recognize her from a lot of the Dhar Mann videos. She's also one of the people that are leading the charge on the protest, and she's been very outspoken about the situation.
They don't feel the need to abide by other industry standard rules. Dhar does not care about us. We've earned our stripes where we can talk to the boss, right? But that's the culture that he likes to keep there, is he's up here and everyone else is down here. I mean, we love all of the directors, but two of our favorites, Ryan and Joe and their crews, they all got fired. What do you expect to happen? And what's the goal? The goal is to go back to work, to have a meeting, better the workplace. Like, that's the goal. That's not going to happen because we know who we're dealing with. Like, Dhar does not care about us. I think he thinks he's going to put out this statement. People are going to just believe everything that he says. He's going to just hire new people. He's going to brush us under the rug, and he's going to move on and keep going and doing what he's been doing. I think that we have opened Pandora's box now. I think that people are going to start looking into his tax records and why he doesn't give any of his actors 1099s. I think that something's probably going to occur with that. I think people are going to start questioning him. I think people are going to start going down rabbit holes, researching Live Glam and other companies that he's been associated with. I think that his reputation is going to be tarnished now, and that's his own fault. And I don't really feel bad for him at this point. I feel like you can't defraud your whole entire community by pretending to be this moral guru that you're not.
Dhar Mann, the storyteller of morals and values, is apparently not taking his own advice. It's been going on for about 2 weeks now, so let's see exactly what the response was by Dhar Mann Studios. Hey Dhar Mann fam, we want to address the recent protest by some of our actors.
A lot of gaslighting going on.
For background, we did arrange an in-person, hour-long meeting with actor representatives and 2 of our most senior leaders, including our head of production, in hopes of understanding concerns prior to any protest.
No, you're getting a half-truth, and they're trying to make it sound like it was our fault because Colin and Chaz stormed out. They had very articulated up to that point that Dhar needed to be present at that meeting, and then he wasn't, so they left. They clearly communicated he needed to be there, and then they chose to leave.
In regards to actor compensation, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Extras receive $18 an hour, speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 an hour. We are proud to have given thousands of actors job opportunities, and last year alone made millions of dollars in actor compensation.
Like, I'm expected to show up camera ready to set. I'm expected to learn my lines and have them memorized and work through that. That's hours of work that happens outside of the studio. On top of recognitions, because obviously when we see you guys out in public, we would love to take a picture. We would love to say hi.
Yeah.
And so that's a continuation of needing to pay for those hours of time that we are, because we are part of that brand.
Occasionally we have stopped working with actors. This is typically due to conduct complaints from fellow actors, complaints from minor actors, parents, complaints from crew members, or actors displaying unprofessionalism.
In some cases, we have had actors that have been directly fired from projects, like straight up let go. But at this point, all of us are not getting called in anymore after having had loyalty for so long. So it's a form of being fired from a company, but we weren't full-time employees. So it's this weird, the best way to explain is that we've been fired unjustly.
Yesterday, a group of protesters interfered with the production that were taking place. We want to apologize to the crew members and the actors affected by these protests and for the stress it may have caused.
We were tired, we're disappointed, we're sad. We want to continue to bring y'all great content. And I know a lot of people have reached out to us saying that, like, seeing these videos helped them through a really tough time. And we're so happy to be part of that we are so sad that it came to this extreme action to get a meeting.
As I read those slides, I also showed the videos of the actors that were protesting, refuting some of the claims that these slides said. There has also been some updates that just came out an hour ago. My mission on why I started this channel has always been to spread positivity. Although this has been a challenging time, I'm never going to stop working hard towards that goal. As far as I've seen, Dhar Mann hasn't publicly said anything on camera. He's only ever relayed messages through his Dhar Mann Studios account on YouTube. As far as I know, there hasn't been a meeting with the actors that have been protesting. They have not reached an agreement. Most of the negative comments from the videos that I recently saw have been deleted, or they're probably banning certain phrases.
You know how you know that a company is most likely guilty of everything that you've accused them of is when they deflect and protect, as opposed to trying to remedy the situation.
Thank you everybody for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for everybody that told me while I was live streaming that this was happening and I decided to look into it. Actually, you're going to make a video about the drama evolving Dhar Mann. Is there Dhar Mann drama? Frig, dude! You are onto something here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and be sure to tune in next time.
We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. We're doing this positive thing. He's basically preying off of people who want to be uplifted, people who want to believe in something positive. He sees you as dollar signs, not as people.